free. If you want to see an additional 5-minute preview of this next Ultra Vegito episode for free, just sign up to my manga newsletter, mangaletter.com, using the links in the description or pinned comment, and simply enter an active email and your name, and it will be with you instantly after for free. So make sure to check your spam, junk, or other folder if you don't see it. This is a treat for every one of you who cannot afford the Patreon, so enjoy. You inferior monkey! I forget, you have such strange appendages. But regardless of him being physically unfazed, facially, his anger and annoyance would be apparent, now that a problem bigger than Bardock was clearly facing him. I haven't got time for this! Son Goku awaits! But rushing back in, it would now be clear Dante was not looking for this to go on much further. But the Golden Oozaru, now seemingly learning from the past, would be prepared to actually attack as he arrives this time, lifting his right paw up with rage before swiping it right down with unfathomable force. But even with his surprising level of speed, the Demon Guard would simply just be faster and more agile, vanishing instantly on the spot. Silly beast! Eventually appearing right behind the Oozaru bizarrely. That is until... Let me show you your true weakness. As out of nowhere, the Royal Demon Guard would grab tightly onto the thick tail of Goten with both of his muscular arms, but locked into place, it would seem not to rip it off as previously seen in Dragon Ball, but for something far more spectacular. As unleashing an effort-ridden screech, tightening his grip even further and flexing all his muscles, velocity would begin shifting upwards for both Oozaru Goten and Dante until... As soon as the scene would zoom out, the giant ape would be seen flying into the sky, upside down, lifted unbelievably by the Royal Demon Guard, as if he were weighing nothing. And just like that, it would culminate with the Golden Oozaru looking more like a bird in the sky, as he would be thrust roughly straight towards it. Goten! How strong is this guy? And as Trunks would watch on at the new development, all he could do was stand in panic. Damn it! If only... But tightening his grip quickly, his internal frustration would become clear, as he would reminisce thinking, if only I had that power from before. Why can't I tap into it again? I don't get it. Where did it come from? But back with Goten, still he would be flying higher and higher. With the non-verbal Oozaru only able to continue to roar. Lord Lucif will have no use for such a large trophy. But down below, with his palm now stretched up, generating ki within his hand, Dante would coldly and in finality let out... Die! And with that, launch a seismic display of energy, fit to completely evaporate an Oozaru the size of Goten. And as the Oozaru would see the beam very quickly reach up to the golden Oozaru's height, its size in comparison would become all the more apparent. But in a shock response, the creature would be far from going out without a fight, as within its own beastly mouth once again, black primal energy would form until... As expected, Golden Oozaru Goten, now with the advantage of being in the sky, would slam down an energy beam of his own, ready to fight back and show this is far from over. And just like that, a beam struggle among colossal titans, both physically and metaphorically, would take place, as Dante would continue to push more and more, while Goten in his Oozaru state would continue a never-ending roar. And surprisingly, the two beams would meet in the middle, and neither would be moving either way. From a child? This is ridiculous! As Dante, noticing this, would show signs of losing his patience. All while Goten, like a machine, would just continue to push. The amount of energy within his now giant body, now simply incalculable. Enough! But abruptly ending this situation, Dante would be done, claiming an end, as he would then yell,
4%!
As just like that, the beam would instantly, in a literal flash, 10x in size, be right into Golden Oozaru's face, and about to finish the child once and for all. Leaving the beastly Saiyan puzzled, as all he would see now would be his own blast being swallowed up by another. Letting out a giant scream in fear, but as we would see his massive ape-like face become lost in the light, and the yellow of his eyes even fading, it would all prove futile. What's happening? But in a sudden and unexpected change of scenery, we would unbelievably now find ourselves with Trunks, but not just any Trunks, the God Killer Trunks from the future. And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see just what insane turn of events happens next in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.